New video tonight to show you devastation in Asheville everywhere. The French Broad River over its banks causing flooding to roads and buildings. It's expected to rise through tomorrow, bringing potentially historic flooding. Closer to home, though, a major concern is along the Catawba River, especially near Mount Island Lake. That's where WCNC Charlotte's Tradesha Woodard is stationed tonight. Tradesha, water levels there are increasing by the hour.
Absolutely correct, Colin. Just take a look at my boots here. You can see water levels almost completely over the limit point for these boots. If I take just a couple of steps back, this water can very well go above my knees. Take a look. Right now I'm at a boating dock area. You can see water completely submerge this entry area. If you pan down just a little bit further, Will, you can actually see this tree, which is halfway sunken into the water as well. If we come over this way, just take a look at this sign here, also halfway submerged under the water. Now, this is not the first sign we've seen like this here at the lake. Take a look at some of this video that we captured a little bit earlier today. You can also see two other signs also submerged. Now, normally this lake is about 96 feet, and Duke Energy says 100 feet is the maximum. So far, the consistent rainfall has put the area above elevation. The last time I checked, just a little over an hour ago, 101 feet. Okay, Charlotte officials warning residents on the lake to prepare.
And residents, particularly around Mountain Island Lake and along Lake Norman, Lake Wiley, and Catawba River, should be cautious and prepare now, because we are going to have to issue voluntary evacuation orders.
And as you heard Brad mention, this is not the end of the rainfall. Duke Energy officials here expecting the water levels to reach to 110. That's the largest water levels they've seen here at this lake. So we'll continue to follow the levels and keep you guys updated as the storm continues. Reporting for WCNC Charlotte, I'm Tradesha Woodard.
Yeah, it could be historic levels seen. Tradesha, we appreciate you being out there in that. We continue our team coverage tonight in Dallas. That's where Gaston County has opened an emergency shelter. Tonight, there are voluntary evacuations ongoing in neighborhoods in Lowell and Mount Holly. WCNC Charlotte's Julie Kay is at that shelter tonight. Julie, what have you seen so far tonight? Have people been pouring in?
Well, we are waiting for people to come in, but they are expecting people to be here very soon, as we've seen those river levels rise here as well, and some of those lower roads become very difficult to pass through. Some of the people I've spoken with are really concerned about that flooding and also those power outages that we expect later on tonight. That's why they set up this shelter here. They have plenty of beds for people. They need to stay overnight. They have food and water, and they have the Red Cross coming here later. And to take a look at this video from earlier, you can see why. This is from Goat Island Park and Greenway. The park shut down very early, and businesses in the area concerned about that water. It's risen quite a bit even since we shot this around 5 p.m. today. We spoke with one of those businesses that says this area already floods a lot, even without this much rain.
The river comes up a lot. You'll start to see trees go up or not up and down, but just down the river. And in fact, we saw one earlier as well. So hopefully that doesn't continue to do bad. Hopefully no power lines or anything like that, but it has happened before.
And as Brad has mentioned, the worst is still yet to come. That's why they have more beds set up here if it's needed, especially with those power outages that could come later. Again, this is at the Citizens Resource Center in Dallas. For now, reporting live for WCNC Charlotte, I'm Julie Kay.
It certainly feels like an unprecedented event as we're about to head into the evening portion of this storm. Thank you so much there, Julie.